Marriage man.
How you going? I'm Marriage Man, and welcome to this week's episode of Marriage Man. This series we're talking about emergency situations, and there's no greater emergency in your marriage than finding out you're expecting a baby. Nothing will enhance your marriage more or impress your wife than you helping to prepare the nest for the little one. So on today's show, we got some top tips that are bound to see you have more than one bundle of joy. Come on fellas, let's get started, eh? Lads, I just have to warn you, this can be a testing time for any marriage. I've done my research for today's show, and I think I've found one of the most important things. The Jolly Jumper. That's right, let's check it out. I found these are an outdoor unit. You simply can't get the height you require indoors. And I've also found that if you connect two springs in series, you get extra bounce for bubs. Allow me to demonstrate. Simply pop the bubs into the harness and allow them to bounce around. Whoops! Obviously you may need to adjust the unit according to Bubby's weight. Now this is called a pacifier, and they're used to help keep baby quiet during noisy times. I'd suggest you always purchase these in a pack of 3 with some standard 5mm hat elastic. Let me demonstrate why. Now, as much as these are very useful, it can also be a bit of a nuisance having to keep popping it back in the baby's mouth when they spit it out. It's where the elastic comes in. Simply connect it to the dummy, and voila, no more dummy spits. I don't know why someone hasn't thought of this before. Now, if the baby still won't pacify, just take the other 2, connect them to a piece of elastic, and hey presto, these make perfect earplugs. Now, babies drink milk, and lots of it. The great thing is you can buy it in a can dehydrated called formula. Problem is, you could find yourself making up to 8 or 9 of these formulas a day. So here's an idea I got from my farming buddies, a self-feeder. All you need is a whole tin of baby formula, a teat, and an empty never fail spring water bottle. So you just mount this little beauty to the side of the cot, and one of these should last your baby a whole week. Now lads, one of the scariest things you'll ever encounter is handling someone else's stoolies, and apparently this kind of emergency can happen every day. So I recommend full safety get out, knee pads, ear muffs, gloves, full gas mask, full face mask, and these stainless steel tongs for handling the toxic waste. Now make sure you dispose of the toxic waste with the correct waste containment device. And luckily, the local council provides these very considerately next to every children's playground. Now, feeding babies can be really tricky because they're born with no teeth, so everything has to be pureed. If you want to make your wife happy, then get in the kitchen and prepare a week's worth of baby food in bulk. Now, this little tri-sector garden shredder is a beauty. It has a rotating blade that spins at 3,300 RPM. It will mulch anything. And make sure they get plenty of greens, eh? Finally lads, 3 of the most essential pieces of gear are going to be the pram, the porta cot and the car seat. Now I'm thinking, why are you going to need to purchase all these when you can combine it all into one thing? So what I've done is mounted this porta cot on this old pram that I've knocked up with a towing hitch and included this strap for baby. Keep her in, eh? Let's put it to work. Now the beauty of this unit is when baby's still asleep, you can use it as a pram, bring it outside, hook it straight up to the car. It'll save you loads of time and loads of money on accessories. Let's go visit Grandma. asleep, eh? We'll have to wake her up to see Grandma. Well, that's it for this week's show, fellas. I hope those tips are a real help with the new arrival, and that your wife soon discovers you're not just the world's greatest husband, but a great dad as well. Remember, I'm Marriage Man. Say hi to your wife for me.
Marriage Man.